Collecting room tone. Welcome everybody to Rippin' Strips, the podcast where we take comic strips down a notch.
Oh shit! Oh man, I just did a really dorky move when you said that.
Can you recreate? I thought that was cool.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that was really cool. That looked like Playboy Cardi.
I know what that is.
Oh man, I'm your host Corndog,
and I'm L-Dawg.
This is the L-Dawg, and we take comic strips down a peg. And you know, it just made me think with your reaction to not even having an idea that who Playboy Cardi is. He's a rapper. I was just trying to think of someone cool. I don't know if I did a great job saying something funny in that moment, but I said it. And I just think about how I'm washed. I feel like an old man sometimes. You know
Well,
the
you're
term
still
washed?
up on the music, I guess.
Do you know what the term washed means?
Washed up? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just like not cool anymore.
I think you're cool.
Thanks.
I did my cool move again.
So do you ever feel not cool?
Never, but how come our whole lives I've never heard of anyone named Cardi, and now there's two rappers named Cardi, male and female. Is that a coincidence? I think the Playboy Cardi
and Cardi B.
I think he never would have been a rapper, but then he heard of Cardi B, and he was like, you know what? Cardis can do it.
But he's Cart-E with a T.
Oh, okay.
And that's how it's pronounced. Playboy Cart-E.
It's still weird. What an odd name.
Yeah, where does Cardi come from? Seems like, like Baby, Lil. Those are things that are like, you gotta understand where they come from. Busta Rhymes. In my day, the rappers had names you could understand.
Yeah. Ludacris.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Ludacris is a great name for a rapper. I think he really nailed it.
Yeah, his name's Chris, too. Which, we all know that now, but when I first found that out, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Ludacris.
Yeah, but we're like, I don't know. I think maybe... I am getting older, and I think also having a daughter who also is getting older. She's
washed up.
She is, no, but she's getting to the place where she's into all the, she has her own little world of shit that's going on, and all her friends are. She's not into anime, but all of her friends are really into anime, and the skibbity toilets and all that shit.
Oh. Yeah.
It's like a whole other world. Mr. Beast, they all love.
Oh, God, really? We talked about that. His videos are so awful.
Yeah, I mean, my
Skibbity Toilet's awesome, but
Skibbity Toilet rocks. So I really like Skibbity Toilet. I like the song. I like the videos. I get it. I think it's also even old. People are over Skibbity Toilet at her school now.
Right, yeah, it's kind of old now.
She told me about Skibbity Toilet, and now she's told me that it's done. And it's just like, man, she's 9. So like what she's into is closer to being in touch with the crap I'm into. I'm into watching old episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah. YouTube started feeding me clips, and I'm just like, oh my God, that was the best show that will ever be made.
Right. I'm into whatever music the Spotify or Tidal algorithm sends me. I'm a Tidal user, so you're welcome, any musicians out there. I'm an ally, unlike those Spotify people. I don't have a specific. And we talked about this. Did we talk about this on air too? On the podcast? Music? About how we're just like the algorithm is just curating our tastes now?
Maybe, but I will, from the mountaintops, I will say YouTube is so awesome with music, and yeah, the algorithm feeds me stuff, but I don't know. I've discovered so much stuff and gone through so many like little rabbit holes and stuff, but
yeah, no.
And I tell people, I'm like, have you heard of this? No. Have you heard of this? No. And these are like, in my opinion, really good polished bands that have a lot of work out.
Right.
I think that's, I don't know. So
that's cool.
I'm not in touch, I guess, because I don't know top 40 bands at all. But I almost feel like...
well, you know Cardi B. Now you know Playboy Cardi. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, I'm aware of.
Yeah. Olivia Rodrigo. But you know a lot of cool bands that I've never heard. You turned me on to some music. I feel like you're into shit. YouTube's algorithm is doing you well. And it's not like the Spotify algorithm for like people my age. It's all like, you know, now the algorithm has a very easy, proven formula thanks to all of the golden era hip hop and early 2000s hip hop we listened to. They just play the original songs that those songs were sampled from.
Right.
And now those songs,
which is fine. You'll listen to it, you know, at first.
Yeah. And for a while at the beginning, I was like, this is really cool. You know, I was doing kind of searching for that stuff a while ago and listening back and being like, wow, you know, all these songs are great. And then, you know, and now it's just like, I feel like, you know, there's like, ooh, Italian disco. Italo disco is so fucking cool. Everyone's loving Italian disco. It's like a hip thing to like. And it's just doesn't feel like it's a unique thing. This like 70s Italian music now isn't surprising or cool anymore. It's just feels like it was fed to all of us through the algorithm, and we all feel cool and unique and interesting for liking it. But it's really just we're being spoon fed it, and we think we came up with it ourselves. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, even my stuff, I didn't create any of the music, but I do feel cool like when I show someone something new. But it's like I didn't really do anything.
Yeah, but back in the day, in my day,
yeah,
I would look into music and I would find shit and I would be like searching, you know, either before when I was younger in high school. Sorry, I thought I saw a hair on the microphone. That's why I went cross-eyed for a second. I would be like searching in the music store, you know, that you could like pick out a CD and listen to it up front. You know, remember those days?
Yes, I was nodding for those audio listeners.
and then after that, you know, when Napster was around or something like that, you know, I remember being pretty active looking on blogs or whatever places that I trusted, or seeing something and listening to that song and then listening to the song that person did a song with. Yeah. You know, and like really working at it. And now all that work's gone thanks to the algorithm. But it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just taking us all who would have been kind of out all over the place and have more kind of felt like maybe more unique music tastes. And it's just slamming us all into this one super highway where we think we're cool and interesting for having this music that a program has curated for us.
Yeah, my worst experiences with that is on Spotify. I like a band from the early 2000s called Binary Star. I mean, they're like a rap duo.
Yeah, love them.
They're a little bit obscure, but when I enter that, I kind of want maybe to be fed more obscure artists, but it just says, oh, okay, 2001, next song, Eminem, Just Like Me, or whatever.
Right, right.
Is that a song? Just Like Me? But anyway,
right. Well,
I made up a title. But yeah, it feeds you all the songs that you've heard.
I love to call me Big Papa. You're like, all right, well, that's a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what is also interesting too? Fuck, can't remember if we've also talked about this too.
Probably.
Yeah, we have. How pandering all kids movies are. We've talked about.
Oh yeah, too, definitely. Man. Yeah, we've talked about that a couple times.
Yeah, it's the same shit. But like, But
and it's the same thing with the music in those.
That's what I mean.
Movies, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean.
Don't stop believing.
Right.
Let's put that in a movie. Oh my god.
Right. right. Like the Ninja Turtles movie was all just like, I love it when you call me Big Papa, and like old Tribe Called Quest, like very like cool rap songs. It's like the most surfacey, basic. Yeah. Now that's what I call music. Cool rap song playlist you could make of like 90s rap, and people ate it up. People loved it. I didn't care for that.
Right on. I'm on the same page for sure. And do you have any guilty pleasure songs you go to over and over?
A song that I can listen to forever now that I used to absolutely despise and has taken new life in my brain. I really remember the car ride. I remember the day. I think it was a Wednesday, and I was driving, and this song came on the radio because my car stereo was broken for a while. Like I couldn't listen to music on my phone, so I went and pulled out all my CDs first of all, and then realized all the CDs I kept actually sucked. They're not like my best CDs. It's just the last CDs I had before I stopped listening to CDs. You know. So I got tired of that really quick and just was listening to the radio, and this song came on, and I was just like really listening to it for some reason, and something clicked in my brain, and I totally connected with the message and the music and everything. That song was All Star by Smash Mouth.
Was it really?
I swear to God.
Yeah, we talked about that because recently you had heard it and it almost made you cry or something. Like, I am an all-star.
Yeah,
because the guy died. We were talking about
right. But I feel like I can listen to that song forever. But not other than that, I don't really have a song. I remember I used to have a song that I'd be like, I would get obsessed with one song and I'd want to listen to it over and over. And I'd be like, I know I'm going to make myself sick of this, but I just love it so much I have to listen to it again. I don't care.
Same here.
That doesn't happen to me as much anymore. What about you?
It does. When I pull this background up for our recordings, like I have a bunch of playlists.
Yeah.
Those I've heard a million times. I haven't made a new playlist in a while.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear my guilty pleasure song, it's I Saw the Sign.
I love that song.
And I love Ace of Base, It's a Beautiful Life.
It's a beautiful life.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
And their video's so silly, but it's like, I don't know. They're fun.
All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that you know.
I like that one too, but that
no,
one's not. It's no The Sign.
No, The Sign is incredible,
and I like their vibe. They seem like just regular people.
No. It is for real a guilty pleasure because there's...
Oh no, I just meant they're very plain. Like if you see their music videos stuff.
Hold on. There is like some sort of Nazi connection with Ace of Base.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like Nazis.
But they have a little black girl in there. It's a Beautiful Life because children are beautiful of all races.
Don't think they were making that casting decision. There's some sort of maybe
they were
maybe
beating
it was
her
later.
Oh, what?
It's a beautiful life.
Showing all these fun things and then beating up a kid.
Yeah, there's some Nazi connection with Ace of Base.
Where are they from?
I don't know. I'm gonna look this up. We need more than just
let's
me
not
stating
disparage them. They seem so nice in their music videos.
I
just think that when I say I like their vibe, it's just because they just seem like 20-somethings of the 90s. Like your average person just decided to go make a music video, and it actually sounds pretty good. Like, they're not dressed all crazy. I don't know.
All right, so I typed in Ace of Base Nazis in Google, and the first thing was on IMDb News. But it says, shocking, Ace of Base's Nazi past. Ace of Base fans will be disappointed to learn that one of the band's founding members has a disturbing secret. He was in a Nazi band and has ties to a political party that also leans uncomfortably toward the hate side of the spectrum. The revelations...
I bet I know which guy it is in the band.
The revelations, which are admittedly not so much new as little known, surfaced in a noisy article about Ulf Ekberg, one of the All That She Wants band's founding members. It turns out Ekberg was in a band called Commit Suicide, and unfortunately, that's the least troubling part of the story. Among the lyrics, Commit Suicide sang originally in Swedish. This is Noisy's translation. Men in white hoods march down the road. We enjoy ourselves when they're sawing off black people's heads.
What?
Jesus Christ. Immigrant, we hate you.
I'm laughing because it's absurd. Who knows?
Also has ties to a political party that I think sounded bad. Well, that's not fun.
I bet it's the guy when they say, "It's a beautiful life." Oh, oh, oh. I bet it's the weird guy that comes on and goes, "We'll go to the break of dawn." He looks like he does not fit in.
Yeah, so we got to be careful. He is a bad person, according to this article. That's the guy right here.
Oh, it's the other guy, I guess. I actually read that All Star, funny you mentioned that, is about Nazis. It was about Hitler, actually. So,
okay, wait a second. This is Wikipedia. He was between the ages of 14 and 16 when he was in this band. Okay. So, wait a second. In 1998, songs that were claimed to have been recorded by Commit Suicide with explicit racist lyrics were released on the unauthorized album Oof Was a Nazi. However, the cited songs were not recorded by Commit Suicide. Other media outlets report that Ekberg had been a neo-Nazi in his youth, for which Ekberg has repeatedly expressed regret. Ekberg has repented of and criticized this part of his life multiple times since its reporting. In the 1997 documentary, Our Story, Ekberg said, "I've told everyone I really regret what I've done. I took the experience from it. I learned from it, but that life is not me. It's somebody else." In 2013, he said, "During the early 90s, I did dozens of interviews all around the world about the people I sometimes found myself surrounded by in the 1980s and how profoundly regretful I am now about associating with such individuals. Those interviews covered every aspect of my past as I strove to be an open book to anyone who asked. The teenage mistakes I did make in terms of chosen ideas at the time were unfortunate. If I were to live through those days again, I would have done things very differently. I'm truly deeply sorry for any hurt and disappointment this caused for our fans, and I want to be very clear that Ace of Base never shared any of these opinions and strongly oppose all extremist opinions on both the left and right wing." Man, don't throw the left in there.
I know.
What are these extremist opinions on the left? That black people should live?
Right.
So, I don't know. I guess we don't know.
That took a dark turn.
I guess we don't know. Ulf,
that sounded pretty... What do you mean? That sounded pretty definitive. It was quoting him. Oh, that was Wikipedia, though.
It was quoting him, and yeah, but it was cited. It was quoting him, but, I mean, I've heard a lot of people give bullshit apologies before.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you're not buying it?
I don't know.
Because if you are a minor, I mean, obviously that's your parents doing, like, that you would even be in.
Totally. And I respect, there's people who have been horrible at one time and then have changed and realized the error of their ways, and I believe in redemption.
Yeah,
so
me
I
too.
don't feel like...
I mean, assuming he was not violent.
Right. Absolutely.
But yeah, if he was in a band and said horrible things, that is
which
horrible.
Sounds like he didn't even say, but he was a neo-Nazi in his youth, which is a big no-no in my book.
Agreed.
But to grow up...
Well, that's a guiltier pleasure than I cared to. I probably wouldn't have brought that up.
Right.
I knew that.
Well, it's truly.
I just thought it was funny that I listened to that song.
Well, this is.
They seem so innocent.
It's good for me because this is something I heard and maybe Googled it, but never looked at an article and went, "Uh-oh, they're Nazis." And then I saw the sign would come on the radio and I'd be like, I still like this song, And it was a separate the art from the artist thing, but it's good because it actually made me look into a belief that I have.
I was gonna say the song you were listening to was the Commit Suicide song. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I still like this song. Why is it on Spotify on my playlist?
Favorite songs. Guilty pleasures, the playlist. So I don't know. I think I don't know. It said something in the article about him having ties to some weird political party in Sweden, which I know is a home to some weird politics at times, especially their immigration ideas and stuff. But I don't
those are probably in every country.
Right. And I don't know where he stands on everything. I think that's where I'll leave it.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. I just like those two songs.
There's a lot of songs I like.
A little less now.
Right.
Because I like that they were light.
Right.
The lightness has gone now. Now they are heavy.
Well, also the other members of the group don't sound like they did anything wrong, and it's not.
No, I actually specifically really like the female voices or the main female voice.
Right. Yeah, and even though she's a Klan member, she's a great singer.
What's up?
I said, even though she's a Klan member, she's a great singer.
Right. I'm sad now.
No, we don't know.
Oh, well.
We don't know. I don't know. It's a murky situation with Ace of Base, so we're going to have to do some more deep digging on that. Until then, I think it's still fair to classify it as a guilty pleasure. How guilty is yet to be determined.
They should have said Mbop. No, wait, don't tell me more about Hanson.
Well, I mean, look, it's the same thing. I don't really want to get into it, but if Pretty Young Thing comes on the radio, it's hard to not tap a toe to.
Oh, Michael Jackson, yeah.
You gotta maybe I don't know.
Well, that specific one.
Well,
you're saying, separate the art from the artist, like, that's.
Yeah, maybe that's the worst one I could have picked to separate from the artist, but I don't know. It's all murky. Who knows?
No, that's a toe tapper though. Yeah.
A lot of his songs are toe tappers. Your toes start tapping away.
He was young when he made that one.
Did you see the thing about Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg said
he quit weed.
That was a lie.
Oh, that quickly it was.
He quit smoke. He quit smoke because he's advertising a smokeless fire thing.
Just like he changed his name to Lion to sell one album, and then it was never Snoop Lion again. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's an entrepreneur. He's a true entrepreneur.
He really is, man. I don't understand how someone like him and Shaq and these people, Charles Barkley, can be like working this much all the time. They're in every commercial ever all the time. They're doing different festivals. They're doing shit everywhere all the time.
I don't see a lot of commercials, so I know Shaq's in every commercial. And Snoop, I guess you're right.
And Charles Barkley too. He's doing the voices for Subway and he's in all these other commercials. And it's like people like that. I mean, even Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are just like, even freaking James Corden. They're just like everywhere working all the time doing everything. And it's just like, how do you have the desire to do that?
Well, I've heard stories about Shaq. He's so famous, he's in a rare area where he can call up a company and be like, hey, I like this new drink. Let's do it. That's my impression.
Yeah, I like it.
I imagine Snoop's a superstar too. I'm actually kind of surprised Charles Barkley is doing a lot of commercials. I don't know.
I
haven't seen any recently.
Yeah. He's just people just love Charles Barkley. I don't know, but it's
I do too, to be clear. But yeah,
we all.
I don't think
we
of
all
him as a spokesman as much.
Yeah, he's doing weird stuff. He's doing like voiceover, like the narration for like Subway commercials and stuff like that. But he's working all the time, and it's like if for someone of his age or for Snoop's age, like how do you want it? How do you have the desire to be working that hard?
I don't think it's that hard.
Well, it's a lot of work. It may be easy, but it's a lot of easy work. No?
Yeah, I mean, I would do it. I don't know.
I would do it.
I work with people that do things like that. Like I recently was special effects on a New Year's Rockin' Eve thing.
Uh-huh.
And what's his name?
But it's not New Year's Eve
yet. What? No, it's a promo, and we had to launch a bunch of confetti. Oh, man, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. What is secret and what isn't? I guess confetti, whatever. But
no one knows what you're talking about. Yeah.
But what's his name? Ryan Seacrest. This is a full day of shooting. Ryan Seacrest showed up for an hour.
Yeah.
And he, by the way, super professional. He nailed every line.
I'm sure.
He was like, Phoenix, tune in tonight. He like did that for every city, and he never had a second take. But he showed up for 1 hour. I mean, if you can pull that off, we would all do that.
For sure. Ryan Seacrest is another good example.
He could have done that. By the way, he did, as far as I know, like the whole United States worth of promos in that hour. And then he could go do something else in the same day and still not work 8 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you're watching TV, you're like, oh, wow, Ryan Seacrest is everywhere. But it's like...
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Everyone gets in position so that he can do as little work as possible, basically.
Right. Well, okay. So anyway...
And I heard...
Oh, go ahead.
I may cut this out, but I heard... I used to work for Kevin Hart, and our buddy... His name escapes me now. Used to work for Snoop Dogg, and as a producer, I thought he said he was a producer. I was like, "Hey, dude, talk to Snoop. I'll talk to Kevin." Like, because we were doing like a traveling show. I was like, "We could do it in Long Beach. That's like a black neighborhood. That would be great for our show about like stand-up comedy in different cool neighborhoods around the U.S." And our friend was just like, dude, Snoop Dogg treats... I'm not saying anything to Snoop Dogg. He treats the writers like shit. He's a producer as his title, but I guess...
Really?
But yeah, he was just like immediately like... Well, I didn't answer at first, and then I like followed up. He's like, just no. Like, I'm not going to bring anything up. It's like... But that would... I'm thinking that would make you look cool. That would get you a promotion.
Right.
You know? I don't know. I mean, I guess they can communicate on their own, but it would be good if like the crews knew each other. At least the way Kevin operates, that's like the key is like everybody gets along and knows each other and shit.
Right. Nah, but maybe not on Snoop's.
I guess what I'm saying is it sounds like Snoop's kind of a diva.
Whoa, you heard it here first. Wow, I didn't realize we were a gossip podcast.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess let's move on then.
No, I love it. I love it.
Because I do love Snoop Dogg.
We all love Snoop Dogg.
Maybe our friend's just a dipshit or something.
Maybe
he's
Snoop
hated
by
him.
Snoop for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Snoop. I love his friendship with Martha Stewart. Oh, but this is what I was going to say.
Martha Stewart's hot for an old lady. Or she was.
You said it. Was. Still is.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay, I haven't seen her in a couple days.
Yeah, over these past 2 days, she really let herself
go. So he was talking about Spotify, and he got a song that up to 1 billion streams on Spotify. And so he asked someone who works for him, his publisher or something like that.
How many royalties?
How much he got in royalties off of 1 billion streams. How much money that made. Yeah.
$11.34.
It's more than that. 1 billion streams. 1,000 millions. He went platinum
on YouTube.
times.
On YouTube, it seems like YouTubers make $1,000 per million views or something.
So that'd be 1,000 times
they sell
1,000.
ads.
That'd be $1 million.
Yeah, but I highly doubt that. I mean, I've heard crazy things about Spotify. I guess $100, around $110.
No. It's not that bad.
I've heard it's like
It's
not
bad,
not a
though.
full penny per play.
Well, 1 billion streams, he made $45,000.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. Yeah, that's weird. He's been. Well, by the way, maybe the reason he does all these ads is he keeps getting screwed over by the music industry, his whole career.
I mean,
he's still rich and he's still successful, but it's
like
despite what's his name from Death Row,
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight screwed him over.
Yeah,
which is surprising. That is how I think of Snoop. That's
that era,
peak Snoop.
Yeah,
but he's like, yeah, man, Master P is like. I owe my life to Master P. It's just you do? Master P, okay.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But, all right, if it was a penny per stream and he got 1 billion streams, he would have made $10 million. Because 1 billion divided by 100 is 10 million.
Right.
So instead, he made 45,000. So that's... not 100th, not 1,000th, not 10,000th. I think 10,000 times 10,000 is 1 million? No, is 100. Wait.
So who screwed up, though? Did the record company screw up? Or did he screw up with his contract?
I think that's just how Spotify
fuck up?
I think that's just how Spotify pays the artists for their streams.
But then the labels should say, okay, then you do not get our songs. If they had,
maybe they're paying
power.
The labels enough money. I don't know. If I don't know how. I have no freaking clue how the music industry works. I'm just telling you about a video I saw on Instagram.
That's trippy. That sucks for Snoop. I mean, he's fine, but damn.
He's fine, but if you're another artist and you have
he didn't even know how much. That's funny too. Like, how much did I make? 45 grand? Oh, okay. I guess I remember seeing that in my bank account. Now that I think about it, it's like Jesus.
But like, if you're a one-hit wonder, if you're Rick Springfield and you've made the 2023 version of Jesse's Girl,
right?
And it's your only hit song, Rick Springfield made a career off of that. You know
what? That's
now
one of them. I'm being reaffirmed for my. I don't use Spotify.
Me either. We're allies.
Yeah.
Tidal, YouTube, we're allies.
Yes.
And people say Tidal's actually just as good, maybe even better than Spotify. They're lying. But I put up with it.
It's not even as good.
No, it is not as good. Sorry, Jay-Z. You need to get back working and get back to the Silicon Valley and start reprogramming the app. It's not at Spotify's level. It's also annoying that anytime anyone wants to send me any song, it's always they send me a Spotify link. And I go, well, thanks. I guess I still can listen to it because you listen to Spotify for free, right? It just has ads.
Yeah, speaking of which, we got to get back on Spotify. I fucked up when I changed the name, and we got to get back on Spotify. Anyway, but just so you know, that's why
shitting on them. Then
that's why. Yeah, but I think that was most of our listens, or at least half of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back on Spotify. But until then, fuck them because, if
we get 0.
Yeah, exactly. If our episode got listened to 1 billion times, that'd be sick.
It'd be 1 billion times 0.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But maybe we can get an ad for Purple Mattress or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Or
I heard
boner pills.
Dude, would you do a boner pill ad? I guess you would.
Yeah, I'd definitely advertise a product that I know and love.
Have you ever used it at all?
Oh,
You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But
yeah, I have.
you really have?
Yeah.
I really never have. But I probably.
What are you waiting for, brother?
A girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because they advertise them on every podcast, and it's like, I guess in my mind they're for older men, which is I got nothing against it, but it's just odd as someone who's never used one to hear it advertised on every stupid podcast I listen to, like from 20-year-old. 25-year-old, like on Cumtown. It seems like on Cumtown they were advertising it. I guess that's on brand.
yeah, that feels right.
But you know what I mean? It's just weird. Even when Joe Rogan paid his dues doing that shit, and I always thought that was weird as shit.
I think it's...
Oh, he would do like the pocket pussy and shit, I think.
That makes sense.
He would advertise all types of weird shit. It's like, I don't want to think about you fucking things.
But pocket pussy makes a lot of sense for him, his fan base, because I feel like a lot of his fans are kind of like in the incel type of...
Right.
They need those things. Like you see, like when you're watching porno, those weird ads that have like these masturbation machines that are like gushing. They have like a water show and like laser lights on them and stuff like that. And you can play sound effects like bow, 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 or whatever. It's got like a little fake record you can scratch as you have sex with it. Which maybe would be helpful for men to learn how to stimulate a clitoris. Make learning how to make your partner come a game.
Brought to you by Spotify.
But I don't know. I mean, I would read an ad for anything.
All right.
As long as it's,
clip it.
As long as it's
and
not,
then AI his voice to anything.
Right. I mean, I think I would draw the line at like Raytheon or like any of like the weapons manufacturing, depending on how much they paid.
Okay. Well, then
I mean,
pay the most.
There is a line. I would say no if it was between, say, the what's it called, the ugly food box that you get of like misshapen produce, or the military, the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick the produce if it was the same amount of money, or if it was
yeah, but I don't think that's how it unfolds. Everyone's got a different price.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the people, if Raytheon,
I mean, you're not Snoop Dogg. You're not going to be like, which sponsor should I choose to pay me?
True.
I'll allow you to pay me. Thank you.
That's true. I don't know if our show is necessarily a good place for the military to recruit new soldiers. So I don't know if we get that.
We have a lot of incels too. It's not going to work.
But if they pay more than stamps.com, they're in. I don't care. Yeah. We're more of a pocket pussy or maybe personal vibrators.
You know what? We should,
whatever they are, they're lonely.
We should have our own, not just merch, but maybe we should do a Shark Tank and come up with a little invention, and that can be our. Alex Jones sells guns and gun racks or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I guess
he sells like pills to keep you healthy and like.
Yeah, so we should come up with something. I mean, not pills, because then we would have to jump through a bunch of legal hoops.
Sure, right. Well, that didn't seem to Alex Jones. I don't know if he did that.
Yeah, no, it's all on the up and up.
You just get oregano and put it in a pill. It's just like selling fake weed in high school. It's like the same game, same game. But what if we sold what all the other podcasts already advertise? We could sell ourselves. Stamps, mattresses, ugly produce.
Well, we got to manufacture it.
I could drop some stamps right now.
You drop some stamps?
Yeah, I don't know if they would work. I could photocopy.
How would the post guy doesn't have every stamp memorized, so you could just make stickers and say forever USA. That's probably a felony or something.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
These are jokes,
but
Your Honor.
But when it comes to you, the stamp has an actual like rubber stamp on it, so it's checked by somebody.
And that would work. We're not going to do this, Your Honor, but yeah, that would work. You could just make stickers and just make them look like stamps and say, read. Yeah, we could check what a stamp says and just write the same thing on it and put ourselves as the portraits.
There's got to be.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. But there's got to be some sort of check somewhere that's checking all these things. Stamp fraud. Well, brought to you by stampfraud.com.
But also, how do people... There's so many different types of stamps anyway. Maybe there's a way to submit your drawing or something.
Don't you think there's like a
picture,
blacklight image that comes up, or like something like that, like a little other stamp hidden in the corner, like the dollar bill or some sort of weird serial number or something?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
I have no idea either. It's a sticker. How much technology can they put in there?
Yeah, and it's less than 50 cents. Why bother? Well, I guess $1 is only $1, and it has all that stuff.
How much would it cost to fake produce a stamp? Do you think it would cost more than a stamp?
Yeah, I do.
All right, yeah, maybe it's not worth it. Well, maybe we can charge extra special edition stamps, and then we have some sort of stamp collection going, trading cards. Maybe
we could do vinyl pressings of our episodes.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
And we can do make a I was like a card game, like a Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, something that people can go play at malls.
I've always kind of wanted to do that, but I've never worked toward it. So
here we go.
There you go. That's why we don't have one. But yeah, like Cards Against Humanity or whatever.
Exactly. Oh well, I was thinking more like Magic the Gathering.
I've never played that because I'm not a dweeb.
Wow. Well, you just alienated our whole audience.
Oh, yeah.
We're big in the Magic community, I've heard, according to the message boards I frequent.
Maybe.
Should we do a Ripley's?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, there's probably a lot of crossover between comic strip people and Magic the Gathering and Pokemon.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. By the way, I have an incredible... This is a big episode. Let me just say that.
Oh, okay.
There's a bombshell coming when we get to the strips that we're going to rip.
Okay.
So I just want to tease you with that because it's shocking. It shocked me, and I brought it to you guys here today. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what I'm going to say in the moment. I just know when we get there that it's going to be a big and important moment in this podcast history. I think this is a big moment in print media's history.
Whoa. We're not even on print media.
No, but the comics that we read are.
Oh, shit. I guess I'm an idiot. Right. I didn't know you meant.
So just stay tuned. I just saw it again when I was pulling up my Ripley's facts, and this is gonna rock your world. And
I'm on the edge of my seat now.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go there. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the most boring fact in the world. This is the first fact. In 2022. Tell me if you think this is boring or you think this is cool or interesting at all. And it'll tell me a lot about you as a person.
Okay. Well, you've already told me you think it's boring, but go ahead.
In 2022, Jimmy James of Northamptonshire, England, continued to use his parents' 1949 Morphy Richards pop-up toaster daily.
What? What? A guy used a toaster last year? That's insane.
But it's
That's not even insane.
but it's from 1949. I think that's the shocking part.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that one, yeah. Who cares?
I'm angry.
Who cares? I mean, sure, it's a 73-year-old toaster or whatever. Cool beans.
I have a 200-year-old plate. You want to see it?
That's not as impressive because it doesn't have to work.
It still works.
All right, bring it out.
It's a blue sparrow plate, I think it's called.
How do you know it's 200 years old?
Because it says that on it. Although
1832.
Well, it's not quite 200 years old.
Wow. But there's also, that's pretty cool.
You know how much it's worth?
Yes. I saw the price tag. That was still on the back,
I got it for $2. You know how much it's worth, though? Why I bought it?
$3.50.
$70.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good.
But it's not like
Wait,
too mind-blowing.
Yeah, but still, $2
yeah,
for 70 is...
Yeah, I'm trying to collect some stuff and see if I can make some extra money selling stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was the first day I decided to go to the thrift store to look for something like that. And I happened to know about those plates. Otherwise, that's why they were selling it for $2. It's just a plate.
Right.
But that specific pattern is like a special thing or whatever.
Wow, that's fascinating. Good work, Logan.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a third of a day's pay or whatever, or less.
Sure.
So it's like, yeah.
Sure, that's true. If you factor in the time and stuff. But how long did it take you to find that? Not long. I don't know.
Yeah, I did walk right in and it was right there. And that's all I bought. Well, yeah, that's all I bought. I looked in the records and there was nothing there. I always got to look in the record section.
Well, I think good for you, Logan. I think this is a good find. And I think you're like a Storage Wars guy now.
Oh,
or Antique Roadshow.
Pawn Star.
Yeah, baby. All right. So here's a good fact. A horse's teeth occupy more space in their noggin than their brain.
That's interesting. I mean, I have to assume their full brain is in their head.
Well,
I don't know. They got a big neck. I don't know. Maybe most of their brain is in their neck.
There's no animal with a brain in its neck. Not even a giraffe.
No, they have several brains in their neck. I don't know.
Just a bunch of brains stacked up.
Yeah.
Maybe a slug or something. I don't even know if slugs have brains. But horses have their teeth take up more space in their brain, which we all know because horses are fucking dumbasses. They're dumb as shit, and they chomp on shit all the time.
Yeah, fuck horses. Not really. We love horses.
They are pretty. Are they prettier than other animals? Really?
No, since I was a kid. Now, I do love, or at least I enjoy riding horses. When we were kids, we would go on vacations every year. Me and my family, most of the years, we would spend one day like riding horses. But people, especially women, I feel like, and girls, just think horses are so magical and pretty. But if you've ever ridden one, they're just shit machines. They'll shit anywhere at any time, and they got a big butt. And their big butt is constantly shooting out poop at any given moment. And they smell like shit.
I feel
it's like the grossest animal.
I feel like we've talked about this too.
We have. Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're looping over.
They are. There's other beautiful animals. Like, is a horse really...
What's the most beautiful animal to ride? Horses do look really cool when you're like... When it's like front legs up and
you're a cowboy.
Yeah, and you're headless and you're holding your head in your hand and it's a pumpkin. It looks pretty badass.
I don't know. I mean, we're not really riding cows, but are horses really more pretty than cows?
maybe cows shit a lot too, but when I picture a cow, I'm not picturing that. Maybe because I did those horse riding trips and we would be in a single file line. So I'd just be looking at a butt pooping the whole time. But when I think of a cow, I think of a cute cow.
Cows are cuter.
Yeah.
Cows are cuter. I want to like hug and kiss a cow.
Yeah.
More than a horse.
Yeah, they seem more innocent or something.
Yeah, horse I want to like pet the butt and go, wow, so magical. But a cow I just kind of want to like snuggle up with.
Its butt, yeah.
Its butt, exactly. And it poops, and then I inseminate it.
Wait, what?
Sorry. Okay, all right. So here's fact number 3. For more than 40 years, Deke Duncan of Stevenage, England, ran a radio station from his garden shed, broadcasting to an audience of 1. His wife.
Okay. That made it a little more interesting, I guess. So she's just sitting in the house listening to him in the shed.
Yeah, I go, hey, hello everybody, live from the garden shed. It's
And then when he's done with the show, he doesn't talk to her.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd the show go? I really enjoyed it. I'm tired, honey.
Again, the number to call in is 7765. I don't know how phone numbers work in England, but 01.
Just call in. It's +005 3699991. This keeps going
on. Yeah, I don't know. What a boring life. Deke Duncan for more than 40 years. Can you imagine?
Well, I guess we're kind of doing the same thing. I was about to really go in on Deke, but. Hey, Mom. Anyway.
Oh, wow. That's such a good point. I didn't even think Well, shit.
When I told you last week that the show was up, you gave a thumbs up to me, and I checked the video, and it went from 1 views, which was me, to 2 views.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, just 39 more years, and we're going to be just like Deke Duncan.
Hell yeah.
They're all in England. Have you noticed that about these facts? They're all about men in England.
Ripley I had a Ripley book, but I don't know anything about Ripley. Was he British?
I have no idea. He must have been, or at least there was a hostile takeover by Brits.
Right. Of the estate, which involves the column.
There's no way Ripley's still alive. I don't believe it.
I don't even know when that started. Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's just always been around when I was growing up.
It seems like the original freak show.
It does seem old, though, because I keep going back to that book I had. It was all those blurbs. I mean, it was not any more detailed than that. Except they love that nail guy that grows his nails. I mean, he'll do any interview. He wants to put himself out there. You should get together with Snoop Dogg and start sponsoring shit.
That guy is everywhere. And it's such a gross thing.
Yeah, not that impressive or
not
interesting.
That impressive. No. Just sad. It's just curly and hurts. And it's like, what are you holding on to this for, man? Move on with your life.
Yeah, and he does do a lot of interviews, but do they pay him? Can he even really demand pay? I would be like, oh, yeah, we'll interview you. This is sweet. I've heard of you. And that'll be $500, something really low. And I'll just be like, oh, never mind. I'll write about something. You know what? I'll just write about you. I don't even have to interview you.
Right.
I'll still be capitalizing on you.
Yeah. Okay. Robert Ripley. Leroy Robert Ripley. He's an American cartoonist, entrepreneur, and an amateur anthropologist who created Ripley's Believe It or Not newspaper panel series, television show, and radio show, which feature odd facts from around the world. Born in Santa Rosa, California, wine country. Unbelievable. In 1890. And he died in 1949. So he's long gone, baby. Wow.
Yeah, it almost seems like, because, he traveled the world and he wrote these little blurbs, but it almost feels like he could have made many of them up. I got nothing going on today, and I didn't discover anything today.
Yeah, in 1905, who's verifying all this weird shit he's saying? Nobody.
No, and they're mostly boring anyway.
Right. Wow, someone had a toaster that still works?
Yeah, oh my God. I was going to try to think of one, but you can't think of one more boring than that. Holy crap.
It's the most incredibly boring story ever.
I know a guy who has a fan that's 80 years old.
I mean, that one's so boring, it has to be true, I feel like. If you're trying to make up a fact, you couldn't make up one that was that boring.
No, because I was going to think of one, and then you reminded me of how, bad that one was.
So stupid. All right. Should we get to the comic strips?
We should.
Okay.
By the way, you said just now, are you ever in a conversation and you keep saying the same word over and you're just like,
yes,
I got to say something else, but then you fucks up the whole conversation.
Yes.
We just now that happened with boring. I was like,
oh,
yeah, then I realized how bad that story was. It didn't improve it at all.
No, you made it even more general. Yeah, I catch myself saying things like I'll say yes sirree Bob, and I'll just start saying that for everything, and then I'm like, God, shut up. Why do I keep saying yes sirree Bob to fucking everything?
Dude, I love saying old timey shit. Do you ever do that?
Like what?
Yeah, I think you do too, maybe. Because you never call me out on it. But at the shop, especially Jesse calls me out like, you talk like an old prospector, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I got it from Conan and Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because that shit always made me laugh. And Scott Aukerman does it. I guess a lot of comedian people that I think is funny. I think it's funny to just be like, golly, gee willikers McGee. What?
Yeah,
but actually use it the way it's supposed to be used.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Absolutely. I learned that not cussing is a lot more fun than cussing a lot of the times.
Oh yeah, even if you want to be crass, it's like
what in tarnation is going on here,
dude? At that shop, I work at a workshop, for those that don't know, and it involves a lot of weird gadgets and stuff. But one of the things they have is these rare earth magnets. They're super powerful, and they're fun to play with. But they help us do certain things if we want to pin something onto something before we staple it in or whatever. So one day I had the two of them, and they're powerful, but you can pull them apart.
Yeah.
Unless they get caught in the webbing of your hand. This happened to me. And I go to a coworker and I'm just like, can you pull these off, please? And because it wasn't hurting yet, but I couldn't pull them off. But he just looked at him. He was like, what is this? He thought I was trying to pull a prank on him. And I just go pull it with all of your might. But I was serious. The way I said with all of your might, it was just so goofy. And
that
then
is very
the
goofy.
Foreman dropped everything and came and pulled it off of me. And Dean. It was Dean that I asked. And Dean was like, I thought you were playing a trick on me. I don't know. He's got a southern accent too. It was pretty damn funny. Although I was pissed at him.
That is incredible.
He could have kicked my ass too, but I was yelling at him. He's way bigger than me.
Story.
And I was like, what the fuck is your problem, you motherfucker? He's like, I don't know, man, but calm down, boy. No, he didn't say that.
You go, pull it with all of your might. God, I wish I saw that. That sounds incredible.
And I had panic in my face, pull it with all of your might. Don't stare at me. I couldn't even articulate anything.
That's incredible. Incredible. All right, comic time.
Cornell with Ziggy goes first because he won last week.
Are you sure? Because I'm going to rock your world with this.
I guess I'll go first. Because mine's not going to rock your world. Let's see. I think mine's pretty good. But you want me to go first?
I want you to go first. I got to do something really quick. So why don't you just stall for a little bit? I really need to find this this panel so that I can look at the other ones around it. Or the comments.
All right.
Oh my god. I nailed it. Okay.
We were talking about rappers earlier, and all my whole life, the best rapper, everyone says the number one rapper is Tupac. And I've never, I mean, I don't hate Tupac, and I can't name who I think is number one, but I don't get it. Why is he so special? His raps aren't that great, in my opinion. I like the song Changes, I guess.
I think he's a good rapper. I don't understand.
I'll tell you, when I was a kid, I went with my friend to go buy a CD. He bought a Tupac CD. Who's this? Oh, Tupac? Yeah, I'm a dork. I said Tupac. But it was a 2-pack of CDs. It was a gimmick. It was the lamest, dorkiest thing I ever saw. And you open up the book, and it's like pictures of him shirtless, like posing, like, look at my tattoo. It's just like, ugh.
That turned you off for Tupac forever. You're like, this guy's not the
I
greatest.
just thought he was lame, and then, but everyone always, forever, is just like, yeah, Tupac's the best.
Do you think that
Because
the 2-pack and the 2-pack CDs thing was not something he was doing intentionally? It's just a connection you made in your head, and you're judging him negatively because of that?
No, I 100% always assumed that was a gimmick. I mean, I know that's his real name, though, Tupac.
Right.
But still, like, that's corny.
I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he just made a double album. Check. I just think he made a double album. You made a connection, 2-pack and 2-pack CDs, and then he has his shirt off in the record, the album,
the booklet,
and you hate him because he had his shirt off. I mean, he has to be there looking cool.
It just added. I don't know. It didn't seem cool to me.
I think you're unfairly judging Tupac, and neither of those examples you brought up have anything to do with his rapping.
I know.
But I don't know how you pick a favorite.
2-P. Well, by the way, his name was 2-PAC. It wasn't. Now we know him as Tupac, Tupac, but it was 2-PAC.
There was no dash, I don't think. But yeah.
Oh, now who's washed up? I think there was a dash.
Oh my God! Just talking about Tupac means we're washed up. These kids
True.
don't even know who the fuck that guy is anymore.
They already figured it out.
Their favorite rapper is some character they downloaded on Fortnite, probably. Probably downloaded Fortnite and used their iPads instead of having a real conversation. Okay, go ahead.
I know. All right. Hold on, I have to look up my comic strip.
Okay, I'll
No, I'm just playing. I got it right here. All right, so I'm a challenger, but I'm going to go first because Cornell's got a doozy. Oh, man, you've built it up so much. You better deliver. All right. No pressure.
It's exciting. It's crazy. I didn't know. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I've got BC. It's about cavemen, but that has nothing to do with the comic.
Of course.
There's a guy painting on an easel, and a woman is standing in front. I don't think she's a model. I think she just walked up, and her friend is like painting, and she says, and there's 4 panels total. She says, "Is it still the rule that all artists hate their own work?" And he says, "No, not for me." And she looks at his painting, and then she walks away, and she goes, "It should be."
That's pretty good. I like it. I liked it.
Made me laugh.
I like it. And you know what? It's got a good shot this week because I'm going to read you the Ziggy I brought in.
All right, here we go.
Prepare to be shocked and awed.
Oh, shit, you're going to kill me?
Yes, I'm going to murder you.
You're going to bomb. Okay.
I'm gonna carpet bomb your carpet. Your pubes.
It won't look any different.
Okay. So in this comic strip, Ziggy, from December 12th, 2023, the year of our Lord and Savior, my Lord specifically, Ziggy is sitting on his recliner with his feet up, and the TV's on. We see the back of the TV, and there's little lines coming out of it, so we know that it's on. And he's asleep. And his good old trusty parrot is sitting behind him on top. We all know Ziggy has a parrot that likes to come in every once in a while and say stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So the parrot's sitting on the back of the recliner, and it says, "Well, ironically, he's been falling asleep in front of the TV a lot more since his favorite networks went woke." Can you believe that?
Wait. He's been falling
Asleep in front of the TV more since his favorite networks went woke. So what they're saying is he's
anti-woke?
He's anti-woke.
That's funny, but
using
the word anti-woke would have been funnier.
Now I know what they mean by anti-woke.
Yeah.
Would have been much funnier. But it's still a huge revelation that Ziggy and the artists of Ziggy hate that their favorite networks have gone woke.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. He seems like a liberal guy. But I guess woke is maybe its own thing.
But it just rocked my world that he's taking a political stance. He's a conservative. Or he's not conservative. He's anti-woke, which, whatever that means. He's he's not for...
That's a loaded term. I stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even one who's like, I'm whatever. Yeah, woke is such a loaded term.
Well, it originally means just being aware of Black history. So I don't want anyone to think like I'm against that.
No,
but obviously there's other way more,
Basically,
Disney is woke in a way that's obnoxious. It has nothing to do with good things.
Right. There's different types of, it's such a loaded term. And I think saying your favorite networks have gone woke means that they show LGBTQ people kissing. They show people, they make an emphasis to have people of color, different people of different
is
races
Barbie woke?
All over.
Is a Barbie movie woke?
Absolutely.
I've seen people say both. Like it's anti-woke and it's woke. But I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. It's got good storylines that are like, making fun of the patriarchy and whatever. And a lot of minority and different casts from all different people are in it, So I think the fact that Ziggy is saying all his networks went woke, he's like, he hates the fact that there's a stress on diversity in terms of, people.
Right.
And which was shocking to me. I thought it was a big moment. You don't seem as shocked as I was.
Well, I didn't get the joke at first. I was like, wait, he's asleep because woke? What?
Okay, here it is. A lot of people...
oh, yeah, we got to check the comments.
Here's the comments. Okay. So we got a lot of people saying, you're better off sleeping through those shows and definitely not missing anything exciting. After all, TV is known as the idiot box. These are bunch of different people's comments. Okay, and then here's someone says, Botulism Bob, his name is, says, in the Star Trek The Next Generation episode, The Neutral Zone, one of the 20th century passengers who had recently been awakened from a cryogenic sleep of 300 years looked around the Enterprise wondering where the boob tube was. Commander Data tells Riker, I believe he means television, sir. That form of entertainment did not last much beyond 2040. Yes, only 17 more years to go. Can't wait. Oh, my God.
Wow. The comic book guy from The Simpsons wrote that one. Holy shit.
Jeez Louise, seriously. Then someone wrote, Ziggy is now MAGA, losing me.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about the word woke, is it's like if you're anti-woke, you're MAGA.
I know.
I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna talk about woke.
And someone wrote, between this and the harping about inflation, which has gone down, this trip has gotten too political and not in the good way.
How do you? I'm gonna say I think Ziggy shouldn't have gone there. I don't think it's a big. I mean,
I don't think
I
he
still
should
like
have either.
Ziggy, but yeah, you agree.
Absolutely.
Or at least use anti-woke. I don't think it was funny enough.
I knew Ziggy was not very bright, but now he's also unwoke. No empathy, no caring for others, no sense of community. Shame.
See, that's cringy, dude.
It's so good. It's so good. Wow, I can't believe people are so upset by this. I always suspected Ziggy was a MAGA Republican, and today it has been confirmed. Now that he's out of the closet with a woke joke, it won't be long before he's bashing Biden and the prosecutors who are unfairly attacking TFG.
TFG? What's that?
The TFG.
See, and I thought woke was like extreme left, but now Biden is woke. I don't understand what woke is at all. I guess I understand that it's on the left.
People are going crazy.
But Biden is conservative to me.
He's a career politician forever. So it's like,
well, so is Bernie Sanders. I don't think everybody. I think of Joe Biden as a conservative, like straight up. Like wow. Now we're pulling a Ziggy, but he's talked about being pro-life like his whole career until now.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway,
exactly. He just wanted to be president so bad his whole life. It's all he's wanted, and he's finally did it. He's finally done it, and I can't wait for 4 more years until we bring in our dictator Trump.
I know it's
so great. We can see in the future of.
Well, I'm an idiot for voting third party, of course. Not everyone else is an idiot. All right.
Blue, no matter what. All right, well, that's it, guys. I think BC won. I'm tired of Ziggy's anti-woke MAGA politics.
Yeah.
Bullying me. I thought I was going for a refreshing laugh, and now I even lost Ziggy. First, Jim Brewer, then Rob Schneider, now Ziggy. How the mighty have fallen.
Dude, Jim Brewer, I think he's always been insane.
No.
And we just thought he was playing like a character, but he's always a spaz.
Yeah, he was never that funny beyond Half-Baked and this Saturday Night Live, like the GOAT character.
I didn't even get that. I never even liked that.
I like the GOAT because it went, I like that. I thought that was funny.
All right. I thought... Oh, that's a donkey. Never mind. I was going to say, I thought Eddie Murphy did it better.
Anyway, that's it for us, guys. Tune in next week when BC will battle something from the AD.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Battle wokeism.
That's right. That's right. We'll see BC discuss how they're making us eat bugs. Have you seen that talking point?
Your relative does that.
Yeah,
doesn't your relative go to schools and like
cook bugs? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. They're a great sense of protein, and they're easy to harvest in a way that is completely carbon neutral.
Yeah, they're good for the environment. You know what a herd of grasshoppers is called?
What?
A plague.
Oh, I love that.
These woke motherfuckers. Keep gripping it.
Keep ripping it.
And keep stripping it.